Hey, Squaddies.
Welcome to this week's episode of the Travel Squad podcast. Today, we're airing one of our most popular episodes from the past 3 years.
We have hundreds of episodes now, and lately we've been replaying the most well-received and listened to episodes, and you all have been loving it.
We're going to keep giving you what you want and give new Squaddies the chance to hear past episodes without having to go digging through the archives.
New episodes are still launching every other week, while classics like this are airing in between.
Enjoy the show and happy Travel Tuesday.
Welcome to the Travel Squad podcast.
We adventure the world together, one passport stamp at a time.
We're here to share travel news, tips, and our own adventures with you.
Every Travel Tuesday, we share stories on a variety of topics, including our hometown San Diego, hiking,
Weekenders, national parks, international getaways,
and inspiring you to go on your own adventures, even if it starts with your own backyard. I'm Jamal.
Brittany,
and I'm Kim.
And we're the Travel Squad podcast.
So grab your ticket and your passport.
And don't forget your travel insurance.
and prepare for takeoff. Hello, fellow travelers.
Hey, Squaddies.
Welcome to this week's episode of the Travel Squad podcast. Today, we are sharing with you some of our favorite travel gifts.
I have two love languages, travel and gifts. So this is the perfect episode for me and you with the holiday season coming up. This episode combines the best of both worlds. This is our third annual episode for gift ideas. So this year, we're actually going to be categorizing every gift by the type of traveler that they are.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this episode because like you said, Kim, this is edition number 3 right here in terms of best gifts for travelers. And in the past, we were just doing kind of a mashup of really good common travel gifts. But here we're giving that further breakdown of the type of traveler, whether it be the luxury traveler, business traveler, solo traveler, nature traveler, something for unique. So we're giving it all and not just giving a whole mashup here, but really categorizing for that traveler in your life who you can give these awesome gifts to, or maybe even for yourself. Because I'm looking at this entire list and I'm thinking, except for the one that's on the for her, thinking to myself like, oh man, all of these are quite honestly legit.
What about for Brittany? Hello.
Well, for Brittany, she'll just buy it herself. She'll do what she does all the time. Just go with the flow and be like, boom, I'm buying. That's Brittany's style, but more particularly when it comes to travel.
So every gift that we're about to go through can be purchased on Amazon. We wanted it to be easy for you to shop so that if you're in the airport waiting for your flight, or you're on a bus or in the car on a road trip, you can do all your holiday shopping or birthday gift shopping while you're on your trip.
Makes it real nice and easy. So because we're doing a list of gifts, we're actually giving you 20 different categorized gift ideas. We aren't going to do any tips in this episode.
And be sure to check out the show notes or our website, Travel Squad Podcast, for this full list. And please, if you love the content that you hear at the Travel Squad Podcast, click on those links, make those purchases from here. It supports this podcast so we can bring you awesome content that you know and love.
Gift number 1 is for the luxury traveler. This one is a personalized leather sunglass and watch case.
So very recently, Kim, Brittany and I were going and redoing our prescription sunglasses. And I made the comment to her like, oh my gosh, like now that I have 2 pairs of sunglasses, I know it seems crazy like talking 2 pairs, but I'm going to be in the dilemma of which one to wear. Do I really want to pack 2 and have the burden of carrying them? But this one right here is an awesome case that almost looks like a little bit of a packing cube. You could fit it in your backpack, you could fit it in your suitcase, and it will carry both sunglasses and 2 sets of watches for you. So you can accessorize with every outfit while you're traveling. If it's for the luxury traveler that you know, or if that luxury traveler is you, this is great so that you can accessorize and look fashionable on all your trips. And when we were getting our sunglasses, Brittany talked about this one, and now that I'm seeing it here, I'm just like, I have to buy it, and I'm buying it.
You did say that it looks like a packing cube, and maybe just in the shape, but it's very luxurious. That leather looks really nice and rich. It looks like the stitching's really nice around it. And then Kim mentioned it's personalized, meaning you can put your initials on the case as well. So it personalizes it to you. I feel like it's a very classy carrying case for men's accessories.
Oh yeah, I didn't mean to diminish its quality when I said packing cube, but in terms of like the style in a square, like you could stack it on top of something. But you are correct. I mean, it's carrying your sunglasses in it. It is resistant to pressure, so it does have that type of support on top of it also, because the last thing you want is to pack your sunglasses and have them get crushed.
And I don't think it's just for men. This would absolutely work for women too. And I always think about Amazon like, oh, it's not going to be a very meaningful gift. It's, just a mass produced gift. But because you can personalize it, it's something that's useful, but it's something that has like meaning behind it too.
And this case that we're particularly talking about is $89.95 on Amazon. And again, please check out our website or in the show notes for all the links for these items. We aren't going to list any of the prices because in today's world, we don't know how much they're going to change up or down given the circumstances. So just if you're intrigued, please go check it out and help support the podcast. But again, anything on this list is a grade A item for you guys or that traveler in your life.
So number 2 on our list is for the business traveler, and it is a travel backpack that has the ability to slide on to your carry-on hand luggage. It also has a slot specifically for your laptop if you're working on the road, and there is also a specific slot for your shoe storage as well.
If there's one thing I appreciate, and I'm being honest with you guys, it is an awesome backpack. One that can fit a lot of things, has the space and compartments for any which item that you can imagine and think that you would need when you travel. Now, even though this is for the business, this is an everyday practical one, but why we put this in the business is it is very sleek in its design. It could function as a backpack, as a briefcase, and it has all that storage ability for you. And if I didn't recently just buy a new backpack before I saw this one, this would be high up on my list as one to get.
I think too with the shoe compartment, it's clutch because as a business traveler, you might have those fancy leather shoes that you want to get shined in the airport. You don't want to have to go digging through your luggage. They're super accessible right here in this backpack.
I love that because one of my favorite things to do when we're in the airport, especially when I'm wearing my black leather Timmies that I have, is to potentially get a shine. Now, granted, the Timberlands aren't going to be on the business travel, but you're right. If you are on a business trip, you're probably already dressed up in a suit. You have a second suit and outfit, maybe different pair of shoes. So they're just right there and accessible, real clutch.
Also, you can lock the zippers together, so making it more anti-theft. And on the very back side of it, there is an anti-theft pocket that's kind of hidden, so you can put your passport or some money in there, and you really can't tell that it's there. So that makes it really unique. And while you're wearing it, no one can get into that compartment because it's going to be on your back.
Number 3 is going to be for the for her. Now, this is the one that, Kim, you were saying maybe for Brittany. So why don't you talk about this one of you ladies, since it is the for her?
So I know one of the struggles of traveling as a female is packing all of your hair supplies. Your blow dryer, your curling iron, your straightener, especially if you're going on a trip that's more than a week, you might want to wear your hair different ways. And if you're going to a place like maybe an Airbnb, you're not quite sure if they will have a blow dryer accessible to you.
Sometimes even hotels, depending on where you're staying. I guess maybe in the motel category, but even some hotels, you're right. I mean, they may have a blow dryer, but not a straightening iron, right? Or a curling.
Exactly. So this here is a mini travel kit with all 3 of those things: a flat iron, a curling wand, and a blow dryer, and it's in this really cute white marble pattern that I'm going to feel happy putting that in my suitcase just because it's cute.
Yeah, all 3 of those accessories are in the marble pattern, and they go in a little bag that is also marble print. And so it looks really cute for you to pack up. I always struggle with packing like full size items. Do I need my straightener? Do I need my curling iron? I rarely pack a blow dryer, but if I got this set, I would.
I will say I was on a trip recently to Mexico and I did not bring a blow dryer. I just thought, there'll be one there. Brought my curling iron. There actually was no blow dryer. And luckily, I worked around it with not really needing it because it was so damn hot that I just let nature run its course.
Just dried out there for you.
But if you're in a pinch and you have to get ready quickly, I would have been screwed.
Perfect example of Mexico, what you said. Some places just don't have it, right?
Number 4 on our list is for him. This is a very handsome leather luggage duffel. I can say for a fact that it is sexy because my boyfriend has it. It's just manly, you know? It's perfect for weekend trips when you just need to like go away, pack real quick. I would not necessarily recommend it for airport travel because you're going to be holding it. Unless you're like me and you want your boyfriend to also push your luggage around, he can stack it right on top of your, pushing luggage, and he can carry both of them.
And it comes in 4 different sizes, which is also very convenient. It comes in a 24 inch, a 28 inch, a 30 inch, and a 32 inch. So it's very versatile. Me just looking at it, it looks very classy, looks very rich. I think it makes the perfect travel companion probably for like a weekend trip.
I love it. It's honestly one of those rustic looking brown leather duffels, and you can choose the size that you want. And I think both of you ladies hit the nail on the head on this one. And when you're describing it, like you look at it and it just exudes and looks like opulent and rich and classy. So I really, really like this one right here. I appreciate a good duffel. It's one of those things like when you're younger, okay, but as you get older, you appreciate things that fit with you. Like I'm at the age now where I'm thinking, do I need to start tucking my polos versus untuck? Because you see people of a certain age. Yeah. I know I can't pull that off, but I can pull off this duffel here. And I really love it. And I'm jealous of the fact that Louis has it, Kim, because I see this and I'm just like, oh my.
This duffel is giving me George Clooney vibes.
Yeah, that's the best way. It's the
manly.
That's the thing, like the opulence and like age like a fine wine type situation. And that's what I was talking about. And I love it.
I think it would make a perfect gift for him in your life if, say, you and your partner have an upcoming trip planned and you're like, here's this duffel as a gift. Knowing we have this trip coming up, it kind of just adds like a little bit more meaning to it.
So you were saying earlier, I need to buy Brittany the for her item. Is she going to buy me the for him item?
You're really loving this one.
I am.
And the sunglasses case, like you're getting a little crazy
because they're exuding opulence, and I feel like I'm at this point in my life where I don't want to be like too bougie, but I'm like, I kind of want to appreciate this stuff, right?
This is Jamal at 35.
You feel if you feel good, like you exude that confidence, and that confidence relates in life in other ways, and I'm feeling it with these items here.
Yeah.
If you're lucky, you might get both.
I hope I'm lucky.
So number 5 on our list is for the practical traveler, and it is our favorite Turkish towel. I love Turkish towels. They're super lightweight. They dry really easily. When we were in Tulum, we spent a week there. We each brought 1 Turkish towel, and every single day we were out doing something wet, whether it was that we were going to the cenotes or we were going to the beach, and every single day we would just let it dry out naturally, and by morning completely dry. We didn't even have to put it in the dryer. The sand shakes right off of it, so you don't have to worry about carrying a ton of sand back to your Airbnb or back into your home, and you can use it as a towel or blanket to sit on.
Don't act like you haven't used it as a blanket, Brittany. When we were at the top of Mount Haleakala in Maui, you used this one as a blanket. So you're right.
Sure.
It's very versatile. My favorite thing about it is if you are going to a location where you're going to need a towel, it doesn't even have to be a beach location. I mean, maybe you're going to hot springs for that matter, somewhere in the winter like we did when we went to Boise. These are very nice, compact, and very, very light to pack. They're not very bulky like towels, but they do absorb a lot of water. They dry very quickly, but my favorite thing is how easy they wick off sand if you were to use it at the beach. I hate going to the beach and traditional beach towels, they just collect the sand. These ones are great. Like if you really have never heard of a Turkish towel, Google it, look into it. Like they're amazing.
I use mine a lot when we go barbecue at the park, and I lay it out and we sit on it in the grass, and sometimes that grass is wet, and you're right, it does dry super, super fast. And the other thing I really like about it, it's not a towel. It's not a beach towel. It actually is like a really cute piece of fabric almost. It has tassels on the end. It's a little more stylish. And then the compact factor is just perfect for travel.
And it comes in a ton of different colors. It comes probably close to like 20 different colors, and they all look really nice, really classy colors as well. They obviously have colors that are more suitable for men, more suitable for women, some that are just very natural as well. So lots of different options here.
And this is perfect for that practical traveler simply because of the versatility. It's very lightweight, so you can take it for any occasion.
And the one we have linked is actually pre-washed, so it won't shrink, and it's already super soft.
Number 6 on our list is a unique travel gift that could apply to anyone. What they have it listed as is a portable vanity lighting system. And what's actually included is, again, a really cute little carrying case and then 2 lights that are LED powered sticky lights. So as a female, you could use these to stick onto any mirror in any place with poor lighting, so you can do your makeup. But I think it's also really good for if you were camping, you could stick it onto a tree and have lighting. Or if you're doing your makeup in a bus, you can stick it on the bus seat back in front of you or on a plane. And then there's plenty of other places you could stick it to that don't involve doing your makeup. But I think it's just a really fabulous portable lighting system.
I can't tell you how many hotels or Airbnbs we visited with really poor lighting where they don't have the overhead lights.
Always.
Only lights that they have are like the bedside table lights. And you're like, how am I supposed to get ready in this?
Or for us, if we're traveling like 4 to a room and someone's using the mirror, you often will use your own little hand mirror. You always bring a mirror, Jamal. It'd be nice just to stick a little light right up there and use your hand mirror.
And that's why I think it's really unique also, is because obviously it is for the makeup, but you can use it for lots of other things too, to just give yourself extra light, whether it be in that hotel room, because that is one of my biggest pet peeves, by the way. You know, this product aside, is hotel rooms and the lighting they have in there. It's like trash, by the way. So very unique aspect.
And they're wireless and rechargeable. So that makes it really easy to travel with.
I will often do my makeup in the car, especially if we have to get up like at 5 a.m. and hit the road really fast. I don't waste my time doing my makeup before we leave because I know we're going to have, say, 2-3 hours in the car.
It's because you want to sleep, Kim. That's the real reason.
You want me to be cranky?
No.
And I don't want to go out without makeup on. So I do it in the car. And this would be perfect to just, slap it on if you're driving before the sun comes up and need to get your face on.
Number 7 is going to be for the everyday traveler. And I'm actually really excited to talk about this because this is something that we're putting on here. And I actually need to put this suggestion into practice and get this. And believe it or not, it's going to be a coin purse. And you would say, oh man, talking about a purse, don't really care. I'm all about this. And I'll tell you why. Everywhere except for the United States is very coin heavy. Any country in the world, they're dollar bills or $2 bills. They're not even bills. They're coins. They're going to give it to you. Everywhere else, you get lots of coins in return as change. So I can't tell you how many times being close to Mexico, like we get coins. When you're in Europe, you're going to get a lot of coins that way also. So if you have a regular wallet, it's not really going to be conducive. You don't want to just leave it in your pocket. So this little coin purse or satchel, I'll call it a satchel. We'll man it up a little bit too.
It's not a satchel.
Well, little pocket satchel.
Okay, there you go.
And, for the girls, yeah, you can put them in your regular purse too, but it's nice to just have them frequent and easy because coins are very prevalent in everyday travel in other countries.
I have bought so many little coin purses in different countries because I needed something to store all that change. Because when you are in another country and you want to buy like, an ice cream cone or water or some little tiny thing in a shop, you want those coins easily accessible. You don't have to go digging through all your bills or the bottom of your bottomless purse.
Or if you need to use the restroom, because a lot of places charge for the restroom in other countries.
That's exactly what I was going to say is like, how many times do you have to pull out a euro to go to the bathroom somewhere? But this one in particular, it comes in like almost 10 different colors and it's a leather material. It just looks very sleek and exquisite. And it's not very expensive as well. So I think it's a very practical gift for every day.
And it's cute.
Very cute.
Which is important.
It is very important. So number 8 on our list is a world travel plug adapter. And this is for the frequent traveler.
What is a world travel plug adapter and why would you need one?
Well, a lot of people don't really realize the outlets that you see here in America are not the outlets that you're going to see anywhere else in the world. On top of that, a lot of places don't use the same voltage that comes out of the wall in the outlets in other countries. So this electric travel adapter is really clutch for several reasons. One, it's made for the US traveler, meaning that whatever you plug it into, it will put your American products in there, whether it be your phone charger, curling iron, straightening iron, but it acts as a surge. So you could plug it directly into the wall or it has a strip. And what you plug into the wall in the other countries, they have interchangeable adapters that fit. Believe it or not, in Europe, they have different plugs. In Africa, they have different plugs. In Asia, they have different plugs. In Australia, they have different plugs. So this is literally for every continent on Earth. I don't know what they have in Antarctica. And if you're going to Antarctica, let me know because I want to know how you're going to Antarctica. It's on my bucket list. Won't lie to you about that. But this will work anywhere. And what's really cool is you could plug multiple things into it, has an adapter for every continent, every country on Earth. And again, fits direct into the wall or acts as a power surge.
Yeah, and it will charge multiple items at once. So it has 2 standard USA plugs plus 3 USB plugs, and I think 1 USB plug as well. So you can plug essentially almost 5 different items into it to charge at the same time, where some of the other world travel plug adapters will only fit like 1 to 2 items at a time.
I actually bought one of these when I went to Europe, and I used it because the Italian plugs were different and the plugs in Denmark were different. So it really came in clutch, and it has that big part where you can plug in a bunch of stuff and even USBs for charging your phone. But then it has the smaller parts that you can just take off and attach to your US plug for like a curling iron, just one thing you want to use.
Comes in real clutch, and you gave a good example. Even within Europe, 2 different styles of plugs and not even very far from each other, those 2 countries, Denmark and Italy.
Number 9 is a travel gift for the home. This is actually a gift that I've given. And so this one is Homesick candles. It is actually a brand, and their whole brand is based on bringing travel into your home through these candles. So they have different candles for every city: New York City, Chicago, San Diego, LA, but they also have different like travel experiences, gone hiking, road trip, and they all smell a little bit different. So in an era where not everyone can get out and travel or everyone feels ready to travel, it's a really good way to bring travel back into your home. Or say you went to New York City with someone and it was this magical trip and you guys had a great time and you want to give that person a gift. Well, the New York City candle will bring those memories back, and it's like a special gift for that person.
What do they say the New York City candle smells like?
Hot trash.
I was going to say the exact same thing because I've heard it described as that only during summer, mind you. I don't want to rag on New York at all, but that's why I'm genuinely curious what they say it smells like.
No, I don't really think that the scents match up with the cities, but the Gone Hiking candle that I got for Brittany last Christmas did smell like pine trees.
It did, yes. And so Kim actually did get Jamal and I candles last year for Christmas. She got me the Gone Hiking one. She got Jamal the road tripping one because Jamal's always the pilot for our car when we are on these road trips. And one thing Kim does really well is she gets really nice personalized gifts every year for all of her friends. And so I thought this was a very special gift to receive.
Well, when you said that, it rang true to the thing that I was actually going to say next is that, yes, Kim is very clutch on getting that personalized gift, but this gift alone is personalized in the sense that, okay, you have to think of that scent that person will like appreciate. And Kim got ones for each of us that we would appreciate on this. So it's a little bit more personal than people would actually think because truly the scent is catered to you, who you're giving the gift to, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, when I said my love language is gifts, like I love to get a gift that someone really gets me. And I'm just like, oh my God, that was an amazing gift. Thank you so much. Like you could get a gift of any sort and it's just like, oh, here's another gift. But one that actually is like something that you did together or you mentioned before or you really like and somehow they just knew it. Those are the gifts that you want to get and you want to give.
Number 10 on our list is going to be for the kiddos out there, the little travelers or adventurers or inspirers. This one here is a piggy bank. It's a travel piggy bank. We say it's for kids. The irony is it's sitting on a shelf here in our home for me and Brittany. I love it. It's shaped like a suitcase. It's a clear opening that says Adventure Fund. And yes, you're just supposed to put little dollar bills or coins or anything in here, but it's definitely something to inspire you or the kids to save for travel or do something with it. And I love it. And again, even if it's not for kids, I think it makes a great shelf piece in your own home.
You're a kid at heart, so you qualify for this
I am
one.
a kid. I'm still a kid at heart. That is for sure.
I have a really good suggestion for this one. If you were to give it to your child or say your niece or nephew even, you could say, this is your travel fund. So you save up and we'll go somewhere. And kind of like get them involved. So it's not just like a piggy bank for them, but they're building towards a trip they're going to take with you in the future. And you can even plan it with them or let them pick the destination and like make it even more special.
Oh, I love that idea. For the one that we have, we actually use it to store coins that we've gotten in other countries.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, because you always come back from trips with other types of currencies. You know, there's small pocket ones where you're not really going to exchange it back for American dollars. And so it's a good place for us to store those items and those coins. And so then if we do go back to the country, we can always pull it out and be like, oh yeah, we have some currency already.
That's a really, really good idea. I have a plastic baggie of international currency.
You might
There you
need
go.
this piggy bank.
Not as stylish. You guys actually gave me a travel piggy bank last year, I think it was. I should start putting it in there.
We used your gift, Kim. Apparently you didn't use ours, huh?
I'll tell you what I use it for later.
Oh.
I'm anxious to hear it.
Hey Squatties, we want to share one of our favorite travel products with you. Liquid IV is a category-winning hydration brand fueling your well-being while traveling.
One stick fits into 16 ounces of water to give you 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks and hydrates you 2 times faster than water alone. Their half-ounce hydration multiplier powder packet is the one product you need in every suitcase, carry-on, and day pack.
We use it while flying on planes because flights can be so dehydrating. We use it when we feel jet lagged, when we're out on a hike, and after a long night out that has us feeling worn out. In just one stick, you get 5 essential vitamins, B3, B5, B6, B12, and vitamin C.
Liquid IV also now comes in 12 delicious and refreshing flavors to keep your hydration routine exciting. Our favorites are the lemon lime and tangerine with immune support.
It's made with premium ingredients, all non-GMO and gluten, dairy, and soy-free. Get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use Travel Squad Podcast at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code Travel Squad Podcast at liquidiv.com.
Hey Squatties, let's take a quick detour to talk about our travel itineraries that we've created just for you.
We just launched several new international trip itineraries, including Tulum and Japan. This is on top of the itineraries we already have for U.S. trips like the Hawaiian island of Kauai, the U.S. Virgin Islands, as well as national park trip itineraries, including Utah's Mighty Five National Parks and a week at Grand Teton and Yellowstone.
These fully built-out 20 to 30-page PDF guides are available for instant download on our site right now. Every detail of the trip is laid out for you, so all you have to do is download, book, show up, and have fun.
The itineraries tell you where to fly into, the exact route to take, where to stay, park entrance prices, where to eat, driving distance between attractions, the things to see and do, even the hikes we recommend, their mileage, and the time to allot for each one. And believe it or not, so much more.
Be sure to head over to travelsquadpodcast.com to download your very own comprehensive travel itinerary today.
Moving on to number 11. This one is for that foodie traveler. And you can actually get this international food cookbook. There's over 350 different recipes from around the world. Some of the most loved cuisines, from Chinese to Italian to everywhere in between. I actually really love this because I own a cookbook that we talked about in a previous gifts episode that is cocktails from around the world. And I've always wanted to, and haven't kicked it off quite yet, but wanted to have like a themed date night or friend night where, say, we're doing like Moroccan. It's a Moroccan drink, it's a Moroccan recipe, and then you just gather with people and kind of just make an event out of it.
I love that idea. And this book comes in paperback or hardback. Lots of different really good recipes like Indian tandoori or Chinese dim sum.
Ooh.
Yeah. So lots of different options to choose from.
I love me some dim sum, and I feel like in a sense this almost pairs really well with that for home traveler, right? We're talking about the sense and bringing traveling in the day and age where either people really can't or aren't necessarily comfortable for it. But even if you just love traveling in general, I mean, this cookbook will allow you to be in a place of that world by cooking that cuisine in your own home. And I love that aspect of things. And Kim, my God, you really have me sold hard on that cocktail and food cookbook around the world type situation, as long as we pair them appropriately. Like, I'm sold on that.
I have been wanting to make homemade empanadas ever since we went to Ecuador.
Oh my gosh. The empanadas we had on our first night in Ecuador were probably some of the best I've ever had.
Ecuador's empanada game is strong.
I hope that recipe's in this book hidden somewhere.
Hey, let's do an Ecuadorian dinner and drink night.
Let's do it.
So number 12 on our list is for the road tripper in your life. We love going on road trips, and the one thing that we love to bring on our road trips is our collapsible cooler.
I don't know how many times y'all have mentioned the collapsible cooler, but it obviously comes in clutch.
Well, we mention it because the collapsible cooler game is strong. You need it. We're talking about a road trip. You think a road trip, okay, leave from home. Maybe so, but a lot of times, and why the collapsible comes into play is how many times have we, even as a squad, gone somewhere, and we're not just staying in that one city, we're road tripping it. I can't take a solid ice chest with me, but we're going on road trips, we're doing hikes, we're doing this, that. You need something to keep your food items cool. The collapsible cooler is great because it can just collapse down into your suitcase or even your backpack, and then once you get to your location, open it up. Not only is it cool because you want stuff while you're there, it is a complete money saver. You can get your own food, get yogurt, things that will stay cool. And here you are saving money, not having to purchase stuff at restaurants every day, every meal.
You can also take some of that yogurt or fruit from the free breakfast buffet and pop it in your collapsible cooler.
You absolutely can. And our cooler that we have, because we have this one that we're talking about because we're so passionate about it, it has made its way to so many different states. It's been in California, it's been in Nevada, it's been in Washington. It's even made its way to the Virginias, and it's made its way international. We've taken it into Mexico. We've taken it into Tijuana and also Tulum as well. This cooler also comes in several different sizes. We have the one that fits about 30 cans. That's kind of how they classify it. Like 30 cans, 16 can, 48 cans, or even 9 cans. And it does come in several different colors as well. It also has some side pockets. So if you need to pack, let's say some silverware on the side, so you can go ahead and throw that in. Sometimes we'll throw in a bag of chips so that they don't get crushed on the side, because we don't want them cold, obviously, but we want to pack them with the rest of our food. It has a really nice strap as well for easy carrying.
Great for the road trip, great for the beach, great all around. That's why you've heard us in many episodes hyping this one up.
I also have to say that you can unzipper the top to get things out, but they also have a top flap that's Velcro down, so you can just flip that up for easy access into the collapsible cooler.
Number 13 is for the RV traveler, but I would also say it could be for the camper, and that is going to be a hammock. This thing comes in clutch. You can just park your RV, throw it up on some trees, relax, enjoy nature. We actually had a hammock on our balcony in the Amazon rainforest. It's the most peaceful, serene moments on that hammock, and you can bring this anywhere you go.
I love this one. It comes in several different colors, probably 15 different colors that you can get it in. It also comes with 2 tree straps and a pouch to carry it all in. And so it's super versatile. This one also can hold 2 people at once. So yeah, not just holding yourself. You can hold your partner in here as well.
I appreciate a good hammock, number 1. Number 2, I really like this one because when you think of hammock, you think of something mesh and netted, right? This is all one material. So you're not worried about like, is a piece of my body going to fall through like one of the openings, do this, that, the other. But beyond just the simple lounging at the campsite or your RV for that matter, even if you do have an RV and you attach this hammock up, I think it would be an incredible experience to just be like, okay, well, instead of just regular lounging, I'm sleeping under the stars tonight and put a blanket. I mean, it functions fully as a bed in a sense, right? So I think it's really awesome for that aspect. You don't want to be in the tent. You don't want to be in the RV. Sleep outside in the hammock. Just put a blanket over you.
Could also be for the budget traveler. If you have too many people that don't all fit in the beds in the hotel room, just throw it up and you can add a couple more.
I don't know where they're going to throw that one up, but that's all right.
This one's also really durable. It's actually made out of parachute fabric. So it's got to be very durable. It's anti-fraying, anti-tearing, and also dirt resistant. So it's very easy to clean and dry after being wet.
It's pretty affordable too, just around $20.
Not bad.
Number 14 is going to be for that photography traveler in your life. And the reason why we mentioned this product here, which is basically a cell phone holding tripod. Now, you may be going on a trip, you're on your own, taking pictures. You want a photo of yourself, but don't really want it in selfie mode. You don't really like asking people to take photos of you. This tripod is perfect because it will actually move as you move to take the perfect photo of you.
Not only that, it's not just a tripod, but it will move with you. So if you're trying to get video and you step to the side, it will move and follow you.
That's what I meant when I was saying that, like, it would follow and move with you. So I appreciate the clarification on that. Yeah. So
it's amazing.
It's above and beyond. It's a smart tripod in the sense that you move, it follows, and it will snap and take that perfect photo of you. Whether it be of a group, whether it be of you solo, whether it be just functioning as a tripod for you to just hold and you're actually taking the photo regularly yourself. So I think a lot better than just your typical selfie stick for that matter, or regular tripod. I mean, it's going to follow you.
Really good for people who are vlogging their trips and, you know, showing the scenery or telling a story. Makes things really easy.
And it's pretty compact, so it'd be very easy to put in your backpack or your carry-on as well. Number 15 on our list is for the solo female traveler. It is a really comfortable dress with a built-in bra and short.
Okay, so I'm obsessed with these dresses. They're like this silky kind of looking material. They almost look like tennis dresses. So you can dress them down with like a jean jacket and white shoes, or you can dress them up with like a blazer and heels and jewelry. And you can wear them multiple times. You can combine them with different pieces. So it makes for like longer term travel very easy. And not only that, the real reason that we put it on here for solo female travel, it has that built-in bra, so you don't have to pack that, but it also has built-in shorts with pockets, so you can store your money there and you don't have to worry about like
your phone or your wallet or having to carry your money in your purse. You may just have a purse for accessory but have your money stored in your pocket instead.
I think the shorts with the pockets are clutch, and it comes in tons of different colors, and like I said, dress it up, dress it down, like you could live in this thing.
Jamal, how do you feel about this dress?
I love it. Well, I mean, I wouldn't wear it myself, but I see the practicality for the female traveler, particularly the solo one. More so the fact that it has the hidden pocket aspect of things, right? You have the fact that it's a dress, so you have the kind of the skirt aspect on the bottom of it, but you just lift that up and boom, I have my pockets. It's very well protected. Nobody, unless they're doing something crazy, is going to come up from under you and steal from you that way. So it keeps you very well protected and your personal belongings.
And you may not appreciate this as much, but the built-in bra, 5 stars.
I can imagine it's clutch.
I only buy workout shirts now that have built-in bras.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't want to wear a sports bra and a shirt.
You don't want to pack it either.
No, you don't want to pack it. So this actually looks super versatile. Like Kim said, you can dress it up, you can dress it down. Looks very comfortable as well. It also looks a little bit athletic, so you can do a light hike in this if you wanted to.
Catch me in Congaree National Park wearing this.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Until the spiders come get you.
Ugh.
But super cute otherwise. And I think this is perfect for the solo female traveler.
Number 16 is going to be for that hiker. We are all big avid hikers here at the squad. It's a running joke. I'm going to say it. Call out Kim. Don't know about that over 30 for her, but we still love to hike. And here we are talking specifically about a hiking backpack. More specifically, on top of that, a 2.5 liter water bladder hiking backpack, because sometimes just one water bottle isn't enough. You don't want to carry multiple water bottles in your backpack or hold them in your hand. So if you're going on those longer strenuous hikes, you need a good amount of water. The water bladder backpack is perfect for that, and it has that little hose attachment, so you don't have to worry about unscrewing and rescrewing your water bottle, reaching into the back for it. It's just right there. And I think we all have our water bladder hiking backpack.
Yes, you need this for hiking. It sucks to carry a water bottle. Sometimes I do it because I need to upgrade my backpack to this one. The one I had before, it's a little bit older and could be more stylish. So sometimes I'm like, you know what? I don't need the backpack this time. Wrong every time. You need the water bladder. You need the little tube so you don't have to stop and drink water. You can just power through.
Yeah, and this one looks super comfortable. I mean, if you ever try to use a regular backpack for hiking, you know how like hot it gets up against your back. This one has ventilated mesh padding. It also has an adjustable chest strap, which really makes a difference to take that weight off of your shoulders.
It really does.
A little chest and waist strap, right? So it's much better than a traditional backpack in that sense because it forms to the shape of your back, so it just fits on your shoulders more. One of the things I hate about hiking, and I don't hate a lot of things about hiking, but it is one of those things, after a while, you do feel that weight on your shoulders, so you need to find the perfect backpack that really takes that away, and these straps really help with that, and that form-fitting back and the way it just straps on for you. Fantastic.
And the way that it comes around your waist for that waist strap, there's actually like a portion where there's a pocket, so you can slide your phone right in that area.
Ooh, I love that. You want your phone accessible. If there's like a bear sighting, you can pull it out real quick.
Yeah, and you might not want to put it in the back of your backpack or in your pocket, so this is the perfect place to put it.
Number 17 on our list is a gift for couples. This is a world map you can hang on your wall, but what's cool about it is it comes with these little push pins you can stick in, so you can identify where you've been, where you're going, and where you want to go, and you can build it as a couple. You guys actually have this one, right?
We have this exact map, and it is very near and dear to my heart. I love it. Basically, it's personalized, so there's a little placard that says the world travels of Jamal and Brittany. And then it is actually a really nice map. You see a lot of travel maps these days, and they're like the scratch off, and then whatever is scratching off doesn't scratch off real clean. Sometimes they look a little bit cheesy and not very high class. This one is a very nice, detailed map of the world. On top of that, you're right, it does have the push pins, but with the push pins of where you've been, it also has a key. One color of the push pins is I've been here. Another one is our favorite locations. Another one is where to next. So it's a very personalized map in the sense of it's not just, oh, I've been here. You can really put a lot of other indicators on it, like I just mentioned. And most importantly, and what I really, really love about this is it's actually framed. Again, a lot of the maps that you get now aren't necessarily framed. They're like a poster you roll out. You put little pins to hold in the corners. This one's already framed for you. It's very, very nice. And quite honestly, we have this one on because any other travel wall map that I've seen hasn't been as nice as this one. And this is the exact reason why Brittany and I bought it.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good size too. It's like 3 feet by a little over 2 feet. And anytime anyone comes into our home, because it's hanging in our den, it's one of the first things that they see, people always give us compliments on it, and they'll spend some time looking at where we've been or where we're going to next. So that's one thing that I really love about it. It's a conversation piece too. And one thing Jamal and I love is whenever we come home from a trip, before we walk up our stairs, while we're in the den area, we go over to our map and we together put the pin in together. And so it's just like another memory we have together.
Aww.
I know, it's so sweet, right?
Number 18 on the list is specifically for the airline traveler. Now, I think if you're traveling and if you're not in an RV or specifically doing road trips, obviously we're flying. So this applies to a lot of people. And we've had many conversations in the past before about, is it appropriate to take the airplane's blanket with you? Do this, do that, the other. But this item right here that we're talking about is specifically an airplane kit. What's included with it is a pillow, blanket, and eye mask. You can't get more comfortable and luxurious on a plane than having this. It gets a little cold. We know this with the air blowing. You want to sleep, put that eye mask on to block out all the light. And obviously you need a pillow because most of us, quite honestly, are flying in economy. That's why there's more economy seats than business and first class. So you're definitely going to want to bring that pillow to help make your sleep a little bit more comfortable.
You forgot to mention it also includes a pair of earplugs.
Oh, that is very, very important. Especially if you're sitting next to me and snoring, sleeping, Kim.
Definitely. And the pillow you mentioned actually is the carrying case. It unzips so you can put the blanket in there, the eye mask, the earplugs, fold it up into this tiny like tablet size little carrying case.
It makes it very compact and easy to travel with, which makes it completely awesome.
Again, super affordable, like around $20. This is really, really cool.
This is perfect for long flights, red-eye flights. Pair this with some melatonin and you can knock out and not wake up until you land.
That's how I like to fly. You go to sleep, you wake up, you're there. So if you guys are looking for a present for me, this one.
That one's on the list.
And as we're recording this, I literally just bought that solo female traveler dress.
Did you?
There you
I
go.
did.
Nice.
Number 19 on our list is for the party traveler, my kind of traveler. So this is
I don't know about that, Kim, because
Hey.
you're over 30 now. So you're like, I don't know if I can handle all these parties.
Well, that's true, but we've discussed when it's international travel, Kim can party hard. If it's domestic travel, she's a little off. Like if we were to go to Nashville now with Kim, I don't know what she would do, or Vegas, but you take her
Kim-
international, she'll get wild.
Kim's canceling her Splash House ticket.
Well, because it's domestic.
I did go to Mexico and stay up till 4 a.m. at a quinceañera partying my ass off.
Partied hard.
And then I was also puking my ass off the next day.
Yep. So international, Kim still got down. Domestic, not the party traveler so much anymore.
Hey, this one is still a really good gift. It is a portable Bluetooth speaker that is waterproof. It's a small circular size speaker with one of those really sturdy clips on top. So
Like a carabiner clip or something.
Exactly. So you can clip this to your backpack when you're walking out in nature. You can clip it to a fridge if you're at an Airbnb throwing a little house party. You can clip it into the shower, like
Camping?
Like it's perfect for anywhere you go, and it's rechargeable, so you can bring it with you. So if there's someone you're looking for a gift for, they always make the playlist, like Charlotte, where they're always the DJ who's putting on the best music. This is a really good gift for that person. And when you write them the card, you can say that in it so they feel like it's a gift meant for them.
It's more personalized, like you're talking about. You love to give those personalized gifts. I will say this to your point of all those uses, Kim. If you are hiking and play this, please make sure no one is around you. I really hate hearing speakers when I'm hiking.
I have to disagree with you. And you know what? I know that's a big point for some people. They don't like music on the trail. And I know Brittany doesn't either. But I personally feel like anyone can enjoy nature how they want. And if you want a little music while you're walking, I'm not bothered by it whatsoever.
I'm not bothered by it if you're playing it. I'm bothered by it if you're blasting it, and don't blast it on the trail. That's what I really mean by it. And I want to give out some outdoor safety. If you're in bear country, play it. They need to hear that you're coming, especially those grizzlies, right? But in terms of just like blasting the music,
that's kind of obnoxious.
But if you're playing it and it's like at a decent level, I don't have a problem with it. So I'm glad we kind of talked about that and clarified.
This is also waterproof. So, if there's a little rain or something spills on it.
Or the beach.
This
or pool party. Splash house. Bring your own music.
It can be immersed in water for short periods of time. And it's also very durable. The fabric material is very protected for your outdoor adventures as well.
So last but certainly not least on our list here, number 20 is for the nature traveler. And we are listing a pair of binoculars. And you may think to yourself, binoculars, especially if you're not really a nature traveler. But I will say it is very much needed. I realized when we were in Africa, I needed binoculars.
Damn, you didn't bring them in Africa?
No, I did not bring them in Africa. Missed them. When we were in Yellowstone and Grand Teton.
And that was after Africa.
I know. And when we were in Yellowstone and Grand Teton, we didn't have binoculars. We saw other people who had binoculars. We had to borrow a pair from somebody to see, on 2 different occasions, bears off into the distance that were up in the mountains. And so you really, really do need them. We just recently got back from another Africa trip, not the one that I'm talking about. So definitely those binoculars came in clutch then, but on those previous occasions, not. So they are really needed for the nature traveler, especially if you're doing safaris or going up into the forest or areas where you're going to see big game like bears, elk, all sorts of things.
These ones that we have linked are around $25. So again, really affordable. And everything on our list is actually, I don't think we have anything over $100 on this list. But these binoculars in particular, I always think of binoculars as being really expensive. So I'm happy to see that they're not. And everything that you can see with these things on just make nature that much better.
They magnify 10 times, which is really great when you want to see things that are far away. When we were in Grand Tetons, we were super jealous that people could see these little bears up in the mountains, and the mama bear was nursing her baby bears, and we couldn't see it, but they could.
And they were all rolling around on a little snow patch of ice and everything like that. Yeah, we could see a speck, but those people with the binoculars, right? So you definitely do need them. Or even another time when we were in Yellowstone, we were out in Hayden Valley, and the valley is huge at that area. So there was wildlife, but they were a lot further from the road than anticipated. So even though you're going to see wildlife in abundance in a lot of these locations, they will be close. Sometimes, and most often, you really do need those binoculars for when the sightings are off in the distance, because wild animals want to tend to stay away from humans.
All right, squaddies, that is our top 20 list of the best travel gifts of 2022. We're going to move into my favorite time of the week, questions of the week. I was waiting for your follow-up, Jamal.
Well, it looked like you were carrying on with it, so you actually had a nice, soft, mellow one. I appreciated the different tone, Kim.
Question number 1. What is the best travel gift you've ever received?
Well, I don't know if I've ever actually received a really good travel gift from Brittany because a lot of the travel gifts we do are buying trips for each other.
Okay.
But I will steal thunder and say that travel map I actually bought for us both, granted, but gave it to Brittany one Christmas. So maybe the best travel gift I've received is one I've bought for myself, but was truly a joint gift, both Brittany and I.
I'm speaking for you both. This isn't necessarily travel, but last year you bought Jamal and yourselves a book of questions so that you can ask on road trips. And I thought that was such a great idea because it wasn't like something for travel, but you knew you'd be in the car together for a long time and you were using that to have better conversation.
Yeah, it was a question a day. So you can take this on any trip that you have, and each day just ask each other a question. You can have multiple questions on the trip and just start filling out that book and just having some of those deeper conversations. So yes, that is a very good gift.
We should have put that one for couples.
That would have been a good.
It could be for
one.
families too.
And one of the gifts that I got for Jamal and I was an Amazon Fire Stick. And we've now packed that up with like a cord extender. And so that we could take it to Airbnbs and hotels and just relax in the bed. Sometimes you just want to have some R&R and just, get under the very nice hotel sheets, crank up the AC, maybe order some room service, and then just watch some trash television while you're in your hotel room.
I love falling asleep with the TV on, and the local news just doesn't really do it.
Definitely doesn't. But ironically enough, I love turning on the local news as we're getting ready in the morning before the trips. But like at the end of the day, you're right. Like that's just trash to listen to. Don't want to do that. What about you though, Kim? What was your best gift that you've ever gotten?
I've gotten a lot of different travel related gifts. I think the more you become a traveler, the more people turn to that kind of stuff for you, which is fantastic because it's what you're into. I remember one of my cousins gave me a scratch off travel map and I just thought that was really sweet. And I actually love scratching it off too, just seeing like, where have I not been? Where do I want to go? I have a goal to scratch off the entire United States. New Mexico, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, Kim actually accidentally started to scratch off a state she hadn't been to. What was
Montana.
it? Montana. And you finally made it there. And so you were able to truly scratch it off like it was meant to be scratched off.
I also did a little bit into the Yukon, so I'm needing to head up there.
Let's go to the Yukon.
Question number 2. What are some handmade gifts you could give?
Well, Kim, you actually gave a really nice gift. I don't think it was handmade by you necessarily, but you purchased it off of Etsy, and it was a Christmas ornament for the podcast. And you could put pictures of your travel memories in there or use it for anything that you wanted to, really. Like if you made a ball for every trip you went on, that would be a great idea.
That's a good idea for one you can't find an ornament for.
Right.
It's a really good idea. I think a good handmade gift too, like for you guys, since you cannot find a travel related tree topper, could be that.
I cannot find one. If anybody who is an Etsy person or any travel store, like please give me a legitimate Christmas tree topper that is travel themed related. That's good. I cannot find one. So you're right. That would be a good handmade one. And now that you've mentioned it, Kim, I'm waiting for that personalized handmade gift from you for this Christmas.
I think
you got it in you.
Oh, I'll be there for it. But I think anything travel photo or memory related is really good. My friend Jamie gave me a framed picture of us in Austin from our girls trip. And it was just the sweetest thing. I have it sitting on my dresser. It just like brings you back to that place and that moment. And, travel's so fun, but it passes so fast. So to be able to go back to it is really special.
I also really like when we're in other countries and we go to their local markets. A lot of those items are handmade.
Yeah.
And they're the perfect size to take back and gift to someone else or even keep as a keepsake for yourself.
I have this gorgeous hand-painted little bowl from Ecuador that some lady walked up to me trying to sell. Amazing. I love it. All right, squatties. Well, thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. Happy shopping this holiday season. Keep the adventures going with us by following us on TikTok and Instagram at Travel Squad Podcast, and send us in your questions of the week.
If you found the information in this episode to be useful, or if you thought we were just plain funny, please be sure to share it with a friend that would enjoy it too. And as always, please subscribe, rate and review our podcast, and tune in every Travel Tuesday for new episodes.
Stay tuned for next week's episode. We have some more amazing adventures and tips in store for you.
Bye, squatties.